We're talking about being an active and engaged voter. Congratulations, you're already doing it. These are just a couple of things I wanted to highlight, especially for those online and watching. Contact your member and senators. So this is just a small little screen grab of the Australian Parliament House website. Your members and senators have their contact details there, their phone number, their email address, their postal address. So use that section there to contact them. You can be involved in your community, which you're all doing if you're watching this, and getting active and seeking out democratic activism. I've got the watch, read, and listen as well on the right-hand side, that big purple. That's where you can access Hansard, so the official record of what is said in Parliament, including committees and Federation Chamber and all of that, and Parlview as well. So it's all recorded, all goes on there. And if it's a sitting day, you can watch it live, including the Federation Chamber. And yeah, just make sure you ask questions and become educated as well. I have some acknowledgements and credits. So we've got some photos from DPS's AusPIC, Parliamentary Education Office. There's a lot of information there, good quality stuff with lots of resources, videos, fact sheets, a whole range of stuff. Australian Electoral Commission, got a lot of information and pictures from there, and Parliament House website as well. Now, a scary one, but are there any more questions?
I had one, in Switzerland's known for being quite democratic in that they go out and ask questions of the people really regularly.
Yeah,
they have pretty good ways of replying to those things. I don't see a lot of that in Australia now. Basically, you'll allow voting.
We tried.
But the really big difference in Switzerland is it's an incredibly homogenous country.
I'm talking about the technology and the methods.
Okay.
So we have a representative democracy. They've got a representative and participatory democracy. So it's a different, I guess, the constitution allows for, they have quarterly referenda, and usually at each referendum there'll be 4 or 5 questions. So they're doing this all the time. It's part of their system of government. But then they still have.
They are small and homogenous. That's why.
Is it compulsory?
No.
They do get high turnout.
I don't think they are. There's not that many countries that are.
No.
So I guess the question, the thing that
we tried a census online. Do you remember that a few censuses ago?
Yes, I do.
And it didn't.
Oh, census online. Yeah,
that's actually still 10 years.
How would you describe how it went, Sam? That sums it up.
If you're talking about the actual census, that was just a technical.
Yeah,
That's
but
a different thing.
Since then, AEC, for example, are absolutely petrified of going anywhere near that space, and everything will be paper. The AEC and probably Bureau. Oh, sorry. In that case, it would have been Bureau of Statistics, ABS, and probably AEC as well. But I'm fairly certain that they are not wanting to play in that space. So things will be, for example, paper ballots for a good while.
We're talking about 2 different things, actually. Yeah. You're talking about participatory deliberative processes, and there have been experiments in Australia. There was one, Alicia Payne ran one. I participated in it, or observed it actually. So it's a thing, and I do think it strengthens democracy, and we need more. But it's
so not just the mechanics,
not formalized.
Yeah. So, and there might be ways to do it where it's not electronic and it's not even perceived lack of trust and interference, but the participation,
What I'd like to hear is where does the expert view actually come into the thing? So you're saying that with the deliberative model, a citizens jury sort of thing, they're actually getting experts to come in and consult. So I guess in the committee process, experts come in, right?
Yeah, they do.
Because otherwise there are no experts involved anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's in the public service, in the department, they're supposed to be is that the concept? They're
And
supposed
that's meant to be evidence-based policy coming up from the public service. But actually, what I think what you're highlighting and what I take on board from that is when you go out to the committees and you talk to the experts, we need to include in that expertise people with lived experience because they are also experts, you know.
There is like some danger as well in that. Do you want popular politics? So just letting everyone decide, like as if it's a referendum on everything. Which, when it comes to voting on minorities, it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think in
the parliament should be making good laws. Like it's not just what's popular; it's what's right.
Yeah,
you know, and that's where you've got to wait. You've got to wait someone that's, you know, kind of just got an opinion versus an expert and a lived experience expert. Yeah,
but a lot of people actually don't care either. You know what I mean? You've only got to look at, you know, the informal voting and the donkey voting and, you know, and the complete lack of, they're not engaged.
But are they not engaged because they don't feel, there's a difference? What's the point? They're all going to end up the same. I reckon we could shift that. And I reckon when you get the nuts and bolts of people around a fireplace or with some babies at a barbecue, they do care because politics affects everything.
Yeah, but they don't actually think of it as politics, I don't think.
Yes. You've got to sell.
Media. I think Australia's really got a problem with our media. Our fourth estate is appalling. Because it's all about gotcha. And election promises. Well, I'm sorry. I want a government that's going to respond to the circumstances. Not, 2.5 years ago, I promised that I wouldn't do that.
Absolutely.
And then, you know what I mean? That
because
sort of,
Australia doesn't change ever.
No, exactly.
I want them to get new advice. To make use of cheaper technologies and to change their position. Of course. Well, look, I'm going to wrap it up and we'll do the record. So thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. And pleasure.
I think you'd be surprised at how easy it is to scare a politician. Like